Part two. I'm not letting this get away. So let me finish this. Here at this university, so let's get back to Watt. So Watt played at Weber State in the during Pearl Harbor. The only city, now let's get back. This is how backwards this university has become, how backwards this place is. So, and then we'll talk Famke Brody. Watt, this is the most racist university in the world. They're racist against black, they're racist against white, they're against Japanese, they're racist against anybody local. They hate. The most accomplished female writer, historian in the history of this country. It's unarguable. Famke Brody, here. She was a 17-year-old professor on this campus. First female dean of history in the history of the United States. Most accomplished female. Here. You can't speak her name. They hate her. They hate her. Why? So back to what? So this is how diverse and opposite we become. Weber State University in 1941-42 won the national championship. National championship basketball team, Weber State. Watt, the point guard, from Ogden High School, born and raised. His father's barber shop, you know, with all the prostitutes on 25th Street. During Pearl Harbor. I think he was going to Polk Elementary. So he said that, I knew him, everybody around here knew him, his family members. This is how bad they hate. The two trainers for the basketball team are Japanese. We talk about this all the time. It's outrageous. You see his banner hanging in there? They won't even speak his name. He wore number 2 and number 77. He won number 7. Now, Kobe means greatness in Japanese, right? It's on the school paper. Well, Watt died this year. Watt died this year. He, the most famous alumni in the history of this school, probably number 2. Number 1's Famke. They hate her too. So, this is how great this city used to be. So not only did he go to school, when Pearl Harbor happened, he was sent home from school. He said he went home, went to school the next day, no problem. He says he never had any problem. Not at Ogden High, not one bit of problem in Ogden, not one. Where could you say that in the United States? Nowhere. Not only that, he plays basketball the next year at Weber State. He tells the president of the Weber State University, hey, my cousins live in Los Angeles and they're being interned into the camp at Santa Anita Racetrack. The president of the university made arrangements to go to Los Angeles. For what? Did this just because he asked him. Not only did he bring his cousins up here, give them jobs at Weber State, let them stay at his house. Not only that, first university to really give tenure to female professors in the country, really, right here. Now, you can't speak her name. You can't speak her name. Professor, I was the #1 school of business, Dr. Cooley. Did you ever hear someone word about the greatest finance professor who got the MBA program, #1 school of business in the country? I graduated with Mikado. What does Mikado mean in Japanese? Emperor. I graduated with Mikado himself. They rank last. Chinese professor, teaches there now, forbids students, told the state letter, don't go see the Dalai Lama. You think they hate Japanese people on this campus? Oh boy. Oh boy. Do you see the Weber State Athletic Department? It's disgusting. It's disturbing. Now, I'm friends with Jay. He's tried to flip this culture. It's not Randy Ray's fault, the coach. It's surely not the players. But the athletic department they're evil. I'm like, how come you're not putting his number up there? Anybody's number should be retired. And long before Damian Lillard's number should be up there. There's 3 numbers up there. Willie Sojourner's, Bruce Collins. It took them 30 years to put those up. Willie Sojourner was a #1 draft pick. He named Dr. J, rightfully so. Damian, they didn't know his name when he was here. And his number should rightfully be there, but not in front of Watt's. Watt wore 2 and 77. First player of color in the history. This is Asian Week at Weber State. You saw the other video? Oh my, I want to fucking hang myself. This is the town I grew up in, and now this is what we are. This is could be the most diverse city in America. More churches of different denominations. Now you think about that. He's playing basketball at Ogden High. I think when at Pearl Harbor, I misspoke. I don't think he was going to Polk. He was going to Ogden High, which Ogden High was where Madison Elementary is now, which is Central Junior High. No, take it back. He was probably at the Weber, which Marin Eccles built that, gilded in gold, that building. Was it there when Watt played there? Yeah, because it was built in 34, so it had to be new building. Yeah, so Watt played at the new one. That incredible, they tried to tear that down. which is the great WPA building. Leslie Hodson, Mariner Eccles, the reserves. These are all these people from Ogden. Our old lead here. He's playing basketball at Weber State during World War II. Playing at Ogden High during National Championship, which Arnie Farron on that team. Arnie's still alive. Go interview him. He'll tell you the same story I do. He's from Ogden. Yeah, head of the NCAA committee. It's so disturbing. And I've done videos. I talked to Randy. Randy didn't even know who he was, the coach. You know, and I understand. He's not from here. He's coach. How would he know? But the athletics department knows because I've been in their ear. The football game, I'm responsible. They put up there a moment of silence for him. That's Jay Hill doing. You know, how about Trevin Smith? Died in a jail cell this year. He hung himself. The #1 rusher in the history of this school. They do anything for him? White boy from Springville, Utah. All-time leading rusher in the history of this school. You see his name in the ring? No, they have one guy, Jamie Martin, who's about the 50th best. This is it's beyond outrageous. This kid that put up the viral tape of this racist professor, I listened to it. People think I put him up to, well, I don't know. There's other ones out here. That dude is a racist. That isn't debate. That's outrageous. You know, there's other ones here that are racist against blacks. I mean, that's the culture that's here. I talked to the president of the university about it, but Kobe on the front page of the signpost. They don't even know who Watt is. I mean, this is it. They hate anybody from this town who pays for all these people. I'm a taxpayer. I mean, they hate us. They hate us. They hate people with cancer. What they did to me, fighting for my life with them, they hate us. They hate us, you know. It's beyond disturbing. It's beyond disturbing. 29,000 students on this university. And it's races against blacks, it's races against whites, it's races against youth, it's races against anybody and everybody. Especially, they hate anybody local. We were the #1 school business in the country when us locals taught over there. They don't even rank in the top 500. Don't go see the, just think about that. I just want you to think about it. She forbids students to do not go see the Dalai Lama. They rank almost last. How do you go from first to last? How do you go from taking Watt's cousins and living in your house as the president of the university? I will quote Ann Milner, who was the president one thing at the christening right here. I was at it. Beautiful Chinese piano player there. Well, I was president when Damian Lillard was here. I walked right up to her. You didn't know Damian Lillard's name when he was here, which I can guarantee you she didn't. Nobody did. But now you can get your crown. You can be the next Kobe Bryant. Kobe means greatness. That's a word. Kobe wasn't from Japan. He wasn't Japanese. He wasn't from here. And I understand he's a cultural icon. But what about Watt? You don't think he's a cultural icon? He's from here, born and raised. What do they call that second-rated Japanese? There was a racist word for it. Nissi? He was a Nissi. Think about that. He goes and gets his cousins in Los Angeles. The president lets him live in his house. One of the only cities in America that did not intern. Now, who first player of color in the history of the NBA. From Kobe Bryant to Watt. Rest in peace. They both died this year.